2014 has been a highly successful year for Scottish Gymnastics. It gives us great pleasure to share our successes with you and introduce our 2014-2015 annual report. It has been an extremely busy year for Scottish gymnasts on the international stage. Competitions such as the Celtic Cup and Sainsbury's UK School Games provided our men's and women's artistic gymnasts with an excellent opportunity to compete against some of the UK's best young talents. Much of the senior artistic performance preparation focused on the Commonwealth Games. A total of 13 gymnasts went on to be selected to represent Team Scotland across the 3 gymnastics disciplines. And Glasgow 2014 proved to be our most successful Games ever. 5 medals were won on the men's artistic side, our highest ever total at this event. Team Scotland women's artistic gymnasts also equalled their best ever result, with a 5th placed finish, and our first rhythmic team was fielded since Kuala Lumpur in 1998. We would like to pay thanks to the coaches who led our gymnasts at Glasgow 2014, and those who volunteered their time as Clydesiders. We must also thank Adam Cox and Emma White for their contribution to our sport over many years, both of whom have now retired. On the Great Britain scene, Daniel Keatings and Daniel Purvis maintained their standings within the setup and were selected to represent Team GB at both the 2014 European Artistic Championships and 2014 World Artistic Championships. Frank Baines was also rewarded for his performances throughout the year, making his World Cup debut in Glasgow in December. In trampolining, Scotland claimed the 2014 Trampoline and DMT Home Nations title for the first time. Scotland's success on the world stage continued, with trampolinist Pamela Clark having another successful year of competition. Part of the Great Britain European Championships team, which won gold in Portugal in April, Pamela went on to represent Great Britain at the 2014 Trampoline World Championships in Florida, where she finished in 9th place. Scottish disability gymnasts continue to be recognised for their performances. Georgia Carslaw, Ramsey Meeklin and David Ray were all selected to represent Great Britain at the 2014 Special Olympics European Games in Antwerp. The final representative event was the acrobatic Celtic Cup. Scottish acrobatic gymnasts yet again proved to the other home nations their strong form and preparation, successfully retaining the Celtic Cup title for the 3rd year in a row. Throughout 2014, we began to review the performance programmes of all performance disciplines in line with our 12-year strategy. To support the delivery of the new strategic direction, Scottish Gymnastics introduced a revised technical panel structure. We received a high calibre of applicants to all panels, and in January, we welcomed our new technical panels with an induction day. The Scottish Gymnastics Development Team has been working across a number of key areas to support club development throughout 2014-2015 to aid the growth of gymnastics across Scotland. Advice and guidance has been provided on changing the legal structures of 8 clubs, from unincorporated associations to charities or companies. For clubs with strong governance in place, we have been supporting them to produce better plans to accelerate growth and performances. We have supported clubs to receive direct club investment of in excess of £100,000. This investment has enabled clubs to employ staff in coaching, admin and coordinator roles. Increased funding has enabled clubs to provide new and enhanced gymnastics disciplines, allowing the clubs to continue to meet the demands of its membership and increased growth. We have helped 13 clubs to develop, upgrade gymnastics facilities. This activity was also supported by the first ever Gymnastics Club Manager Development course. Participation in gymnastics continues to grow year on year. This year, 158 clubs were affiliated, and membership grew by 13%, up from 16,003 members in 2013-2014 to 18,133 members this year. 2015 also provided a historic milestone in the history of Scottish gymnastics, as Hamilton GC became the first club in Scotland to reach 1,000 members. A key focus this year has been carrying out needs-led planning to ensure an improved, comprehensive coach education calendar which meets local and regional demands. In 2014-2015, 80 courses were delivered, with 338 UKCC level qualifications achieved. Programmes such as the Class of 2014 were created to further strengthen our education structure. Supported by Sports Scotland, it resulted in 28 newly qualified gymnastics coaches within the Highlands. The second part of this programme, which will offer mentoring support to targeted coaches, is already being rolled out. In July, a new mobile responsive website was launched as part of an enhanced communications infrastructure. Since its launch, the Find a Club feature has been visited 11,000 times. Unique visits to our website have grown by 14% to 68,236, and we now have over 12,000 followers on our social media channels. Attendances at our major events continue to grow. Gymfest 2014 ticket sales were up for the second consecutive year, and Gymfest Perth 2014 sold out 4 weeks prior to the event. In January, we signed a 4-year extension to our agreement with Milano Pro Sport, and in February a new sponsorship deal was signed with Strathmore as official water partner. Organisationally, much of our work this year has focused on completing our 2015 to 2027 organisational strategy and 4-year business plan. Based on the strategy and consultation process, we have realigned our staffing structure to better meet the needs of clubs. As we strive to ensure everyone can enjoy gymnastics, this year we have continued to make progress towards achieving the intermediate level of the Equality Standard Framework. It has been a busy but rewarding 12 months for the Board of Scottish Gymnastics. Work to strengthen the governance of our sport has focused on a number of key areas. This year we prepared and presented our 4-year funding bid to Sports Scotland. We are pleased to report that we have received Sports Scotland investment until 2019. We have also made significant progress in discussions with British Gymnastics and are hopeful of agreeing a dual membership for the benefit of our clubs and members. Scottish Gymnastics is leading the way in Scottish sport by setting up an independent conduct and sport panel. The panel's purpose is to obtain justice in gymnastic conduct proceedings and to ensure that decisions are made in a fair, consistent and expeditious manner. Financially, it has been a year of consolidation for Scottish Gymnastics. A greater focus on financial control has allowed us to increase our cash reserves by 24% over the past 12 months. Income generated was 20% higher than budgeted. This was enhanced by better than expected profits from events and an 11% increase in course income. This has allowed Scottish Gymnastics to begin to strengthen our unrestricted financial reserves and will be a continued key priority for the association in the coming years. We would like to finish by saying thank you to all of our clubs, members and volunteers who work tirelessly for the benefit of our sport. We would also like to pay thanks to Sports Scotland and each of our sponsors whose support continues to make a significant contribution to the development of gymnastics in Scotland.